So, I play Westbound, and I like Wild West history. So I put the two and two together and decided I want to make the most historically accurate Westbound avatar. However, how am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to teach you how you can do it and also the steps you have to take to figure out how to do it. So first, I scoured the internet looking for basically any images of Arizona gunslingers. Now, first thing I need to do is I need to actually find where Tumbleweed County is, because in Westbound they actually tell us the year and the state, Arizona. So I basically tried to figure out where Arizona is, and they didn't tell us where it was, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure it's South Arizona due to the fact that there's no mountains or pretty much no water. So it's inland South Arizona, so I proceeded to basically look up images of gunslingers of Arizona, and I found one image that I'm going to be using as a reference image. So continuing on, I would basically need to go into Westbound and then replicate one of the 4 people in the reference image that I'm using. Now, I'm not going to just, one-to-one replicate a certain guy's outfit from one of the reference image. I'm basically just going to use the general, theme, not theme, but, of the, what they're wearing as, kind of a summary, I guess, of what they're wearing, and then basically recreate that into Westbound. For example, the gunslingers there, they would always wear, in the reference image, they would always wear these hats with the, thicker, interior, and the outer rim would be longer, and they would also wear darker clothing to go into Westbound, basically figure out what I was gonna wear. So I'm gonna start with the shirt and the pants. I noticed they were wearing more lighter clothing on the inside with an outer vest, so I tried to find a shirt that kind of replicates that. I thought, and I looked a while, the Shadow Gunslinger looks like this, and it doesn't really look like a how do I explain? It doesn't really look like a it doesn't look like aristocrat clothing. It just kind of looks like a overcoat. Iron Diplomat also has this kind of vibe, sort of, except not as good as the Shadow Gunslinger. Stuff like the Pursuer and the Oil Man would have also been good, but I don't have either of those, sadly. Basically, I decided to do the Shadow Gunslinger because it just looked better and it fit the vibe more. For the pants, usually Arizona and pretty much any cowboy or gunslinger would wear jeans, so I just checked out the actual jeans clothing thing. However, I noticed pretty much immediately that this doesn't look as drippy as I thought it would, so I looked at some other things. Rodeo Black matches, but it's not as historically accurate, that being. I checked out a couple more things. U.S. Cavalry, which, looks somewhat good. Astral Hunter, which looks pretty good. And then I decided to look at the Bandito, which did not match at all. And I looked at the Worker, which had some more dirty jeans. Now, I'm going to be choosing the Worker pants as the pants because they're jeans, but they just look better. That's the idea. So next we have hats. So cowboy hats came in all sorts of creases and stuff. However, for these specific reference image and also for other reference images that I found, stuff like the Plague Doctor would kind of be how it'd work, with the little top thing being long and wide, with the rim being long also. I looked around for a while. The Pinkerton looked really high class, and the Shadow Gunslinger looked too bendy, if that makes sense. Kind of hard to explain. I looked at a couple more, and stuff like the Stranger, which just kind of looked like a Confederate cavalryman, so we're not looking for that vibe. So it basically came down into 3 different hats that I thought all looked pretty good. The U.S. Cavalry, which, it's a cavalry hat, but it actually matches the vibe. The Plague Doctor, which matches the vibe of it. And then the Bounty Hunter, which also matches the vibe. I decided to pick the Bounty Hunter because, it looks more suitable to all the other ones, all the other reference images. So then is hair. Now, I can't really see their hair in this. However, hair usually in the Wild West was either really unkempt or really kempt. You don't really want a long hair, really, really long hair, because you have to maintain that. So a lot of the times it'd just be short. I checked out a couple hairstyle options. It doesn't really matter. It's just personal preference for the hair. The Shaggy looked pretty good with the hat. Short Brown looked okay with the hat. What else? Short Black you know, hair is really personal preference. So I just decided to use the shaggy brown as for it matched. Well, it didn't match. I just thought it looked cool. Same thing with facial hair. Now, facial hair, it's completely up to preference. I personally am not going to use like a white beard or anything with, you know, brown hair. So I just decided to play it safe and do a fancy mustache just because why not? Actually, nah, I'm gonna use a brown beard. That looks better. Yeah, the brown beard just looks more rough, I guess. I don't know. Now, when it comes to glasses, none of these people really have glasses. However, one thing that you could do is you could do an eye patch or these bounty hunter glasses. Those look pretty good. If you really want normal glasses, you can, but I don't even know. Now, for bandolier, chest accessory, these people had, like, these, well, they weren't really bandoliers. They were more stuff like the blood money with the two bandolier like bullet things. However, I'm gonna use the Dark Watcher bandolier just because it looks cool. And then finally for holster, it doesn't really matter. Usually you wouldn't have like a really cool customized holster like with the El Charo holsters unless you like were a really known gunslinger and that like was made for you. So I decided to keep it basic. So finally, after some trial and error, this is the final product. Now, is this the most historically accurate gunslinger outlaw outfit that could be made in Westbound? Probably not. Again, the outlaws and stuff, they would wear all sorts of different types of clothing, but from the reference image, this is the outfit that I decided is a pretty historically accurate outfit. If you have any other suggestions or comments, just write them in the comments. Also, my fault for leaving for 7 months or 6 months or 5 months or whatever. I had summer and I was busy all then, but I'm back in school, so I should be uploading more. Comment down below also if you want other video ideas, because I can't use my computer right now because the audio is not working. So if you have any other video ideas, comment down below. Also, my face reveal, I'm going to do that at 100 subscribers. I decided to not do it because I don't have 100 subscribers at the moment. But once I hit 4 more, you know, I'm face revealing. So, but yeah, that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe. Yeah, bye.